let's say I've got a figure that I want to translate. So this triangle, or with any shape that you have, you'll want to start by labeling the points that you have. So I'll call this triangle A, B, C. Now I want to label what the actual points are. So point A is at -2, 4. Point B is at -2, 1. And point C is at 0, 1. Now, if I were to translate this point, let's say 3 units right and 2 units down. Then all I would have to do is take each point and count 3 to the right and down 2. So from each point, I'll count 1, 2, 3, and then go down 2 and put your new point. The new point is what we call A prime. That little apostrophe is called a prime symbol, and it denotes that it's the new point after it's been translated. Our new B would be called B prime, and our new C would be called C prime. So this is our new translated triangle. So I also want to point out that the name of the original shape is called the pre-image. And the name of the new shape, or the translated shape, is called the image. That goes for any transformation. I also want to show you how we could simply go from one point to the new one without actually having to count. So for any point x, y in the image, or the pre-image, for any point on the pre-image, we could simply say what transformation is going to happen to that x and y value. If we're moving 3 units to the right, that goes for our x's. If you're moving 2 units down, that affects your y's. And your y values move down too. So another way of writing that is that your x's increase by 3 and your y values decrease by 2. So let's see what that actually looks like if we were to take each point and simply add 3 to the x value and subtract 2 from the y value. So we originally had the point -2, 4. That point, we would add 3 to the x value and subtract 2 from the y value. And we can see that that gives us the point 1, 2. The same would apply for B prime, which was -2, 1. We would simply take the x value and add 3, take the y value and subtract 2. So B prime, we can see on our graph, is at the point 1, -1, which is exactly what we would get. And finally, C was at the point 0, 1 originally. And from C, we take our x value and add 3, take the y value and subtract 2. So our new point C is at 3, -1. Now I want to take you back to our introduction that we talked about and give you a little bit more detail here. So for a translation, if you move up or down, then you're taking the y value and you're adding or subtracting a number. We will call that some constant k. If you slide left or right, you're changing the x value by adding or subtracting some number.